One of the things that surprised me most as a new mother was how much my baby slept. But once I read more about it, I began to see how important sleep is to them in their first year. Their brains are growing and making all kinds of new connections while they sleep. Their little bodies are also growing while they sleep too. So, we tried to ensure she got a good night of sleep with as few interruptions as possible. With our first child, we were a little erratic at the start, but after a while we settled into a simple routine. This usually involved a bath and a little massage of her arms and legs before changing her nappy and putting on her pajamas. Now, nice and calm, I would then feed her. To make sure she didn't go to sleep during that feeding, I'd only give her half and then change her nappy before giving her the second half. And then I'd place her on her back in the cot. Even as a newborn, we'd read a short story, nothing too complicated, and often the same book over and over, but it meant that we could lay her down before she'd gone to sleep. After the story, I would dim the lights, kiss her goodnight, and wait a few moments in the room before quietly leaving. Most nights, she would drift off to sleep without a peep, but honestly, this didn't come easily. It took consistency and practice for her to learn how to put herself to sleep, but having a regular bedtime routine really did help. Remember, it's really important to keep the cot free of any bedding or toys, and to always put your baby to sleep on their back to help prevent SIDS. All babies will wake up through the night for one reason or another during the first few years of their life. I learned a few things to help me manage this that I thought I'd share. Nighttime feeding. As much as possible, you want to help your baby distinguish between night and day. So when they wake up during the night to eat, keep the atmosphere calm and subdued. The light should be dim and try not to speak. If you're bottle feeding, it's helpful to keep everything you need for the feed nearby. Bottle, water and formula right there, ready to make up a bottle, and avoid the little one getting too fussy while they wait. After feeding, do a quick nappy change and then back into the cot on their back while sleepy but still awake. This helps them learn to put themselves back to sleep. Make daytime feedings very different from nighttime feedings. My daytime feedings had talking and singing and all the lights on, but at nighttime we kept the light low and I was very quiet and moved slowly. And slowly but surely, she started to catch on. By around 4 months, my little one was able to follow a routine of 3 naps a day and then a long stretch of 8 to 10 hours at night. I did my best to keep nap times and bedtimes at the same time each day. We weren't perfect, but the consistency and routine really helped. Remember, a well-rested baby actually sleeps better at night, so it pays to work at the nap routine if you can. The key with the naps was to make sure her afternoon nap was not too close to bedtime. Within just a few weeks, you really do begin to learn your baby's signals and cries. Having a good baby monitor helped me manage when to peek in and soothe her, and when to let her settle down by herself. Leaving her to settle down was easier said than done, but I worked at it. When she'd wake up in the night, I wouldn't rush in straight away. I'd leave her a little while to see if she would settle down by herself, and after a while, I learned to trust my instincts. One thing I learned through experience: a high-quality nappy is your best friend. Babies can wee multiple times during the night, and if they get wet and uncomfortable because of a leaky nappy, then they are more likely to wake up. I found one that worked for us. They helped keep her dry at night, and they were so soft and comfortable. Dry and comfortable helps make better sleep, and better sleep helps make happy mornings. I hope some of this helps you out. I remember those first few months figuring everything out. You are already giving your baby what they need most, which is love and care. So be encouraged and keep up the great work, and keep enjoying these very special early days. Visit Pamper's YouTube channel for more parenting tips.